Hello to all traders and welcome back to another video brought to you by Orbex. So as predicted, the Fed did hike its benchmark federal funds rate by 75 basis points in last night's session. Today is the turn of the Bank of England and they're expected to aggressively keep raising rates as well to try and tame this increasing inflation that's kind of hampering the world at the moment. Well, for America, we did see a slight easing of inflation to 8.3%, but it is still heightened and it's still quite a long way away from the 2% that the Fed wanted by the end of the year, which it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Over in the UK, there are still worryingly high inflation rates as well, really pressuring the pound as it slips to a 37-year low, a fresh 37-year low, the lowest the prices have been since 1985, and this seems to be happening again and again in the last few trading sessions. But most interestingly enough, with the Bank of England, the last time, well, for the last two occasions, cable actually, well, for the interest rate decisions, sorry, cable rose by over 200 pips in June, but then fell in its August reading by just over 150 pips. So which way will it go this time? Well, cable is looking really pressured, as we'll see shortly. So if that keeps going, we could be seeing many years of low pricing. I was going to put it all the way back to 1985, this cable chart, but I won't bother because you get the general idea that we are looking really firmly in a downtrend at the moment. We're seeing at the moment that there could be a possible correction to the upside, but a lot of traders are thinking that this is on a daily chart, by the way. A lot of traders are presuming that we will still keep pushing down lower in this cable channel. If we go onto the 4-hour chart, most interestingly enough, we are seeing a slight reprieve, especially if we look at the Ichimoku cloud, because we did actually enter the cloud not so long ago when we had that correction, but now prices on the downturn. We could again enter this correction once again, the cloud into the correction once again and push up to back up to 114, but still the overall market is very bearish. The Bank of England's comments later from the governor will probably be very dovish as well, sending cable back a little bit lower, but we'll see how low that's going to be in the near term. We're not really seeing too much in divergences on the RSI, really going according to the market price and sinking a bit lower. So cable traders, just be wary that if we do get a slight correction, it could just be temporary, very temporary, and we could be seeing these fresh lows even further. So trading roughly just above the 113 handle at the moment. Will we see that kind of reach for the 114 handle today and then a move back lower? We'll have to see what the results are, but the expectancy is that the Bank of England is going to follow the Fed in aggressively raising rates to try and tame this inflation, and by the end of the year it does not look like inflation rates will be coming down anytime soon. Just a quick look at the euro dollar, because last night we had the Fed. I'll keep it on the 4-hour chart just to see the repercussions of this. Well, at the moment, as you can see, we had some candlesticks drop quite significantly at the beginning of the week, but in the near term, as you can see, nothing too much in the way of surprises from the Fed, and the market didn't really react too much to it. It did have a little bit of fluctuation, but as you can see here, all in all, prices are being weighed down still. If we go on to the 1-hour chart, however, we'll see a little bit more of that volatility at a particular time when the Fed did announce the increased rate. And if we can just see here, it was just pretty much quite a long spike, but as you can see here, prices did recover before moving a bit lower. So if we look at the top of that, just above the 99-cent handle, we did peak all the way down to just above the 98, so roughly about 90 pip drop, which isn't really too much of disaster for the euro dollar. It is still in a current bear trend, and we'll see that possibly continuing. Had a bit of a spike up so far today, but this is supposed to be few and far between. Slight correction before moving lower, and we'll see if we can break the previous support of roughly about 98 cents. So this will be a good support to see when the next movement of the euro dollar is going to be. So as I said, shortly we're looking at pound dollar being moved, or the pound pairs in general, as the Bank of England unveils its next direction, and then we'll see what that has in store for the other currencies as well. So that's all from today's video. Thank you very much for joining me, and we'll speak again next time. Bye for now.